Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Sunday. Happy, I was gonna say Cousin Sunday Fun Day. it's not Cousin Fun Day. That's Wednesdays. Happy Sunday. What is it? Fun Day, Sunday? I never did that back in the day. I never did this Sunday Fun Day. But today I'm doing a Sunday Fun Day. So, this is kind of a two-part vlog. What's going on out there? Somebody doing yard work? Somebody's doing yard work, but I don't think it's even in our neighborhood. This is kind of a two-part vlog today. We just got back from brunch, probably about 20 minutes ago, and we are getting ready. That's gonna drive me crazy. That's gonna drive me crazy. And we are getting ready to go see the, so it is currently right now, hold on, time and temperature check. It is currently 3:12 p.m. and we are getting ready to go to the 4:05 showing of The Conjuring. So Alex said we should probably leave here about 3:50. So we're gonna leave here at 3:50. So I was gonna wait until we got back from the movie to vlog, but I've got a lot going on tonight. So I have the premiere of Sister Wives, which I'm going to watch and take notes on. And then it's also the finale of Big Brother tonight. And I'm probably going to want to take a nap. So tonight I will probably be skipping my walk. Unless, like, I think the movie's like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Which by the time the previews get done, that's like 4:30 to 6:30, 6:45. So we'll probably be home by like 7:15 or something like that. And then I'll finish my vlog. I won't watch Big Brother and Sister Wives until later. So, but if I'm really tired by that point, then I will take a nap, and then with the pups, take a nap, and then get up and watch my shows and stuff then. If not, then I might take a walk when we get home. But I don't know. I'm really full right now. So I told Alex, I said, I don't know that I'm going to be able to eat any popcorn today at the movie, but I can't imagine going to a movie and not having any. I love heavily salted, heavily buttered popcorn at the movie theater. So I will probably be getting, Alex always gets the big tub and then he like brings it home and stuff like that. I don't do that. I get the small or the medium bag and then I take it out like twice during the movie. And cause you know, like, well, the theater that we went to the last time, you couldn't add butter to it. But the theater that we're going to today, they have the butter machine. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Oh my God, I love that butter machine. I don't ever make popcorn at home. But if I made popcorn at home, my mom would have loved that butter machine. I don't think they had that until they didn't have the reclining seats. These are the weird things I think about. Like, my mom would have loved the reclining seats. My ear is kind of clogged today. I don't know why. Anyway, my mom would have loved the reclining seats, which I don't think they had those until my mom passed away. And she would have also loved the fact that you could, like, put as much butter on your popcorn. My mom loved popcorn. Like, every night, watching the news and watching movies, she made, like, a bag of microwave popcorn. She absolutely loved microwave popcorn. I don't know what it was about microwave popcorn. So, anyway. So, we went to brunch, and we're going to see The Conjuring. And then I was like, okay, when I get home from The Conjuring, take the dogs out and do all that kind of stuff, then, I'm going to finish up my vlog. So, when I come back from the movie, I'll let you guys know what I thought of the movie. No, tomorrow I'll probably be doing a full reaction to The Conjuring. Alex really wanted to go see The Strangers today. And I said, have you seen the reviews online? And he was like, no, what? And I said, the reviews are, like, not good. And I said, a lot of people have commented on my videos because I've said that we were going to go see it. And a lot of you guys had said, like, The Strangers movie is, like, not good. So I said, maybe we can wait for The Strangers because I want to go see something good today. And I've heard The Conjuring is pretty good. A couple of you guys said The Conjuring was good. Nikki said The Conjuring was pretty good. And the reviews online are pretty good. I really, really want to see The Long Walk, the Stephen King movie. Alex has really no interest in seeing that. So we kind of met in the middle and we're going to go to The Conjuring movie, which I'm excited about. It's very, very warm in Indianapolis today. My ear is so clogged. I don't feel like I'm sick or anything like that. It's like I have like, you know, like when you feel like you have like you're, you know, you're getting sick and your ear is like, sounds like you're standing in a tunnel. That's what it's like. Okay. The temperature right now is, oh my God, it's, I told Alex, I said, because he was like, do you want to go straight there? I was like, we have an hour and a half until we have to go to the movie theater. And he was like, okay, well, we could like walk around or whatever. I was like, no, like I want to go home. I want to brush my teeth. I'm real weird about like after I eat, brushing my teeth. Even though I'm going to go eat popcorn, I know it makes no sense. But I was like, I want to brush my teeth and I want to get like a sweatshirt or like a coat or something. And I have this, it's not my big heavy Ugg coat that I have. I have this like light Ugg coat that's kind of like a fleece coat. And so I was just it's in the closet right inside, so I was gonna grab it, but I don't think that I'm gonna need it because it's 87 degrees outside. So, well, I should probably talk about what I did last night and today. Well, so far you already know what we've done today. So, since this is the first half of the vlog, and yeah, I'll probably vlog for like 25 or 30 minutes and then go inside and quickly, well, I'm ready. So, I'm ready today. Threw on my Cure t-shirt and some shorts and some sandals, and I'm ready to go to the movie theater. So, let's see. Last night, well, today, we haven't really done a whole lot. Today we got up and took the dogs out for a long time, did some leash training, and then let them, like, they just like to sit in the yard in the sunshine. So I just, like, I sit in the yard with them, and they're so sweet. Otis was, like, laying on his side in the sunshine. I just think it feels good to them. So we sat out here for a long time, and then came inside, and then they loved, like, hang out with Alex in bed. And so we hung out in bed, and it was so funny, because there's like, they each have like favorite toys, and that weird bird, was I talking about this the other day? There's this weird bird that they both love, but the weird bird is downstairs. So this is what they've been doing, okay? Like, they have toys in their house, they have toys downstairs in the beds over here, and then they have toys upstairs. But like, if we're upstairs, they go downstairs and they bring the toys from downstairs upstairs, and then if we're downstairs, they bring the toys from their house upstairs. So like, all the toys kind of come together in one place, right? And so then I try to separate them so they have toys equally in each area. So Otis was like almost asleep on the bed, and he was like laying there, and Alex was just rolling through his phone, and I was talking to the dogs and stuff like that. And all of a sudden I was like, where's Walter at? And Alex is like, he went downstairs. And all of a sudden, Walter comes bounding up the little ramp up to the bed, and he's got that weird bird in his mouth. And like, Otis is like laying on his side asleep, and he sees like Walter. They do this to each other. It's so funny. Like, it's almost kind of like they do it just to like piss the other one off. So like, Otis is laying there on his side, like asleep, and Walter comes and sits like literally like a half a foot away from him, and he just sits there and he's like on this like weird bird out of his mouth, just like, I got the weird bird kind of thing, you know? And then all of a sudden, like, Otis is looking at him, and all of a sudden he just like snaps up, and then he gets like, they get real close to each other, and then Walter has the weird bird, and the bird's like this long. Walter has the weird bird just hanging out of his mouth, and they just stare each other down. And then Alex is like, okay, this is not a staring contest. So anyway, we laid in bed forever, and then we got ready to go to brunch. We went to brunch. I really wanted something different today, because the last, I would say, like 2 months that we've been going to brunch at Patashu, I have gotten a cup of tomato artichoke soup, and the grilled cheese that's made on a waffle. I get that like every time. Today the coffee was Frangelica, not my favorite. And actually I brought some back and I left it inside. I left the coffee inside. I'll heat it up later is what I'll do while I'm watching my shows. So I wanted something different. I was like looking at the menu, and our friend that's a server there, she like came over and she was like, are you wanting something different? I was like, yeah, I kind of do want something different. And I said, I haven't had an omelet for a while, but I'm going through this like weird thing. I don't know what it is. Every once in a while as a vegetarian, I go through this where, so I'm not vegan, I'm a vegetarian, which means I do eat eggs. But every once in a while, like, there's certain things that, like, I can't, like, look at or I can't eat. I don't really know how to explain it. I'd be interested to know if other vegetarians go through this. Every once in a while, I go through this thing where, like, obviously I eat eggs that are in things. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, like, if a cookie has an egg in it, I can't eat a cookie. I'm talking about, like, an omelet looks like an egg. Do you get what I'm saying? And for some reason, like, the consistency of it or something, it kind of weirds me out a little bit. So I have, like, liked the idea of an omelet for, like, the last 2 months, but I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. it makes no sense to me whatsoever. It's kind of like, to be honest with you, it's kind of like the meat replacement stuff too. Like the Morningstar, like chicken nuggets, which I love, or like the Impossible Burgers. Even though those are like meat replacements or plant-based, like I can do those and do those and do those. And then there's like one day where I'm just like, I cannot do it. Like I can't eat a plant-based chicken nugget because for some reason it like grosses me out. It like reminds me of like a real chicken nugget. I cannot even explain it to you guys. It's like there's no rhyme or reason to it. It doesn't like connect with my head or anything. And then I never had this like breakfast sandwich that they have at Pat-A-Shoe. It's called a Pat-A-Witch, I think, like a sandwich but a Pat-A-Witch. And you can get it with bacon, and you can get it with sausage, or you can get it with avocado, which would be like the vegetarian version of it. But I was like reading it, and I was like, oh, do you like it? And our friend was like, oh, I love it. She's like, it's one of my favorite things on the menu. And I go, what is, it said like, so it said something, and then it said your choice of egg, hard egg. And so we were talking about that. I don't know why, like, I hadn't heard the term hard egg in a while, but that just was like, I was out. And I was like, no, I'm just going to do the grilled cheese with tomato soup. Then I almost kind of wasn't even hungry at all. And then Alex and I were talking about going to the movie, and I was like, if I eat here, like, I'm still going to want popcorn at the movie, you know? And then I'll be, like, I know when I come back and film the second part of this, you guys, I'll be like, oh my God, I ate too much popcorn. So anyway, Alex he had a Coke. I had coffee, he had a Coke. And then he had a bowl of tomato artichoke soup, and he got the Cuban. And I said, oh, you're getting your soup again with the Cuban to take home. Because he eats like 2 bites of the Cuban, then he brings it home and heats it up later. He goes, yeah. I said, okay. So he got the Cuban and he got tomato soup. And it was really empty in there today. We were kind of like, we were asking our friends that work in there. And we're like, is it kind of dead? And they're like, no, it's been dead in here since like 1. And, or since like noon, she said. And she said it was really busy in the morning. And I said, well, maybe it's like because the Colts game, people are barbecuing, they're going to watch it on TV or whatever tonight, you know. Indianapolis, specifically, Indiana, I'm sure, is, I mean, the whole United States is big sports, right? But like Indianapolis is like so big in the Colts thing, and so there's a Colts game tonight. So, like Caroline, every Sunday, she and Mike barbecue, and she's back from her girls' trip. She and Mike barbecue, and then her son and his girlfriend come over, and sometimes her stepson and his wife come over as well. She's always like, you can come over any Sunday you want. I'm like, they like watch the football game. Not like it's on in the background. Like they watch the football game. I'm not about all that. Touchdown. It's not, I don't have anything against football. I don't understand football. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like the game, my mom and my dad both, like, my dad loves sports and all kinds of sports. My mom did too. My mom loved college basketball. She absolutely was a huge college basketball fan and college football fan. My dad is more like NFL. He like, you know, he's more of like Colts fan and stuff like that. I don't know if the Colts, I think he's a Colts fan. I mean, my dad and I never talk about football. But he'll say, like, we're watching a game or something like that if I call him. Both of my parents, I do understand basketball. I do understand basketball. I do not understand football. And I've had so many people, it's kind of like an ongoing joke with, like, groups of friends of mine, like, because people will be like, what do you understand about it? I'm like, I don't understand the downs. I don't understand the scoring. They're like, what do you mean the downs? You don't understand? I'm like, I don't get it. And then people start trying to explain it to me. I'm like, like, listen. Like, my mom, my dad have tried to explain this to me my entire life. It makes no sense to me. And you are not going to be the person that gets through to me. I'm just telling you right now. Like, we can just stop right here. And furthermore, at 53, I don't care. Like, I do not care if I ever learn about football. So, but yeah, so I think that was probably why it was kind of empty today, because it's beautiful outside. Oh, she also said it was fall break. Like, fall break for a lot of schools around here started on Friday. And I guess fall break is this, it seems weird to me that fall break is already. Like, I feel like school just started not too long ago, and now we're on fall break and they get a week break off, you know? That kind of seems weird to me, but I guess it's fall break this next week. A lot of schools are out. As I said, her son is like, I think he's a sophomore in high school. And I said, well, how long does he get off for school for fall break? And she said he gets a week, Friday was their last day, and then they're out all this next week. I was like, they get a week for fall break? I guess it's pretty typical for schools now. But anyway, that's been our day today, and then we're going to go see The Conjuring. I'm excited about going to see a movie. It'll be fun. And then tonight, I am so excited. I have the Sister Wives premiere. And then I gotta make sure that I'm staying on time here to brush my teeth and get out of here on time. Tonight I have the Sister Wives premiere, and then I have the finale of Big Brother. I'm over Big Brother already. It's interesting because, well, I'll say this before it airs, and then we'll see. Everybody is saying that Morgan is going to win. Like, everybody that was going to the jury is like, Morgan's going to beat Vinny, Morgan's going to beat Vinny. I think Vince is going to win. I think that Rachel's going to convince the jury that Vinny played this amazing game by Lauren, and I think it's going to be a pretty landslide vote, too. That, like, he manipulated Lauren and Morgan both. And the whole idea that Vince played, like, that Morgan controlled his HOH, I think he's going to turn it and say that he controlled he controlled all of the vetoes, HOH, everything. And I think it's going to be a pretty landslide vote. I'm not a Vince fan. I'm not really, to be honest with you. I don't dislike Morgan, but I'm not a Morgan fan either. And I'm not like, and there's no way that Ashley can win. I think it's interesting that Ashley was going to be out like week 1, and now she's in the final 3. I think that's interesting, but I have no idea yet, and I didn't look online if it's been spoiled to find out who the final 2 are. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I also will be really interested to see, like, if Vince wins the HOH. I think it's between Morgan and Ashley. I could be wrong about that, though. But if Vince or Morgan wins, to see if they take the other one. Like, I always think that says a lot about their integrity. Like, you've played together the whole game. Are you willing to take the other person to the final? You said you want to be final, too. Because, like, Vince against Ashley would win 100%. Morgan against Ashley would win 100%. But Morgan against Vince, and Vince against Morgan, it's kind of like a little bit more questionable. So it's like, are you going to go for the sure win of $750,000, or are you going to take your friend that got you partly to where you're at? You know, it's always that question too. Which I think is, people think it's a dumb game move, but I don't think it is. If it was for $750,000, I don't know what I would do in that situation, honestly. I don't know. I mean, the runner-up gets $75,000. It's still, like, life-changing money. Somebody said on the show, they were like, it's not life-changing money. I'm like, $75,000 isn't life-changing money? Give that to somebody that doesn't have any money. $75,000 is life-changing money. So I've got both of those shows to watch. Last night, I finished The Billionaire's Bunker. Okay, I really, really liked it, and I'm going to do my reaction to it this week. I really, really liked it. But, like, it just ends. You know what? I did not look up last night, and I wanted to look it up. Or maybe I did. If there's going to be a season 2. Because it just ends out of nowhere. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. It literally just ends. Like, I mean, it makes sense, kind of. But, like, I don't want to ruin it for anybody that wants to watch it. It's like, I really thought, I was like, in the last episode, I kept on looking, and I was like, I kind of feel like I want to change this outfit. I kept on looking to see, like, are there 10 episodes? Like, how is this ending? Like, I didn't feel like anything was concluded. And I honestly don't think it was that great, that it deserves a second season. But I want to see if it... Because Billionaire's Bunker Season 2... Will there be a Billionaire Bunker season? I mean, there would have to be. There's been no official confirmation because it doesn't make any sense otherwise. I felt like I liked it, but it's so different. It's really just about, well, I'll do my reaction to it. I don't want to run over here. But, like, it was so different than I thought it was going to be. I kind of felt like I wasted a TV show watching it, honestly. It wasn't bad, but, like, if there was a season 2 that's a little bit more conclusive, then I'll be happy I watched it. There has been no official confirmation of Billionaire's Bunker Season 2 from Netflix, but creators have expressed interest in developing a second season. Industry suggest a potential release in late 2026. I mean, will be even more hardcore. They're saying, okay, I'm going to look up if there's like an ending. I mean, I understood the ending. I mean, I felt like the ending was kind of messed. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. And then, oh, so last night I read forever, you guys, last night. Okay, and I re-entered into the system. I re-entered into, what time is it? Okay, I re-entered into the, what do you call it? The books. I re-entered, so I'm reading, well, last night I read like 2 chapters of the Cinnamon Bun bookstore. I'm really, really liking it. And then I read like 4 chapters of Confessions of the Dead by James Patterson. And I read like 2 chapters of Zombie Fallout by Mark Tufo in the Kindle. I'm like looking at my physical copy books. Oh, I read 2 chapters of the Frida McFadden book. I'm actually really liking it. It's called Do Not Disturb. I think it's a very quick read. It's told very simply. Like, it's not a deep book. Obviously, it's Frida McFadden. Her books aren't really that deep. It's a good mystery so far. Good mystery thriller so far. I mean, it's kind of like you're on, like, it's a page turner. I mean, I like that. I don't think it's the most well-written book I've ever read, but I think it's a page turner. It's good. So I'm reading that. I'm like, is there something else I wanted to say? Okay, so I added back into the mix. What's that? Alien, Ice Age Barbarians. You guys, I'm having such a hard time. That book, you want to talk about people talking about that Pumpkin Spice Cafe book being sexy time book. That Ice Alien Barbarians, like, I'm not that far into it. I'm like, I looked last night because I was like, I've got to finish this book. I thought I was further along than I was. I'm right at like 110 pages, and the book is like 300 pages. So I'm like, if I read 10 pages a day for the next 20 days, I can finish this book. So this book, I don't know if it like changes at some point, but you want to talk about a sexy time book. I mean, her and this alien are just like, it's constant sex talk. Constant sex. That's all it is. And I don't like, to be honest with you, like I said, I don't mind that, but there's not like really like a whole lot more other going on in the book than that. Like, I skimmed to the end of it and I saw that they like, there's something about a wedding, so they must get married. I mean, I've got 200 pages for them to, they don't even really know each other. They definitely don't speak the same language. What's his name? Vectel. So anyway, I read last night a chapter, I think maybe 2 chapters. I was like, what's her name? Because it goes back and forth between her. Why can't I think of her name? It's not Nicole. I'm just really struggling with those Ice Alien Barbarian books. I just don't really understand, like, how they got so, like, viral. That people love them so much. I don't really get it. Here's my favorite neighbors walking by again. Hey! I can't believe you're out here 2 days in a row. Look at you.
I don't know.
It's hot today, too.
It is, but the humidity's not too hot.
You don't think the humidity is hot? I think it's hot. I'm sweating bullets sitting out here.
You're going to feel my hands are cold.
Your hands are cold.
I have no idea why.
It's because you're cold-hearted. You're warm-hearted. Cold hands and a warm heart. Aww.
Hey, have a good week.
You too.
Go Colts.
Go Colts. Are they playing? She's looked at me like I was crazy. Who are they playing?
I don't know. Washington, it's an away game, I think.
Yeah, it's away. I know that.
That's why they can broadcast.
Yeah. Patashu was empty today.
What?
Patashu was empty today. And we were talking when we were there about how it's probably because, like, the Colts game is on TV. And people are barbecuing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yep.
You gonna watch it? He is?
I'll be reading. I have a book to read.
For the book club.
For book club.
You better get it done.
It's a big one. I've got a lot of reading to do.
You better sit down and get that book done. Enjoy your walk, guys. Bye. They're so sweet. See, everybody talks about the damn Colts. And then I said, are you going to watch it? And she pointed at him. She was like, I'm not going to watch it. I've got to read. She's in the book club. There's like 3 book clubs in this neighborhood. I can never keep track of like who's in what book club. Now, her book club, I wouldn't mind being part of. Like, I like the women that are in that book club, but I don't like the books they pick, I think are important. They pick very, how can I say this? Very liberal, nonfiction, important books to read. Very, very important books to read. But they're all nonfiction. And I don't love nonfiction. Even though I think that stuff is important, I don't love nonfiction. And then there's one in here, and they read like books from like a long time ago, but like Rosamund Pilcher. Like, I'm not about, do you remember that they made for TV movie, that Rosamund Pilcher, what was that called? What's her most famous one? Like, I'm willing to try a romance, but I don't know that I need to read a Rosamund Pilcher. Do you guys, what was that book called? I feel like it was something September. Rosamund Pilcher. I cannot spell her name to save my life. Books and movies. Okay. She did not write Gone Girl. Oh, wait. It says Pike. Pilcher. Rosamund Pilcher movies. The Shell Seeker. Oh, she did have one called September. I knew she did. Look, right here. How did I know that? Look, here it is. September. But she also, The Shell Seekers, that's what she was famous for. I think that's the book they read in here. They like pick their favorite books. And so they're like, oh, we're going to pick our favorite book. And they picked some good ones in there. They read like Tuesdays with Morrie. I love that book. But I mean, I read it, 20 years ago or something like that when it came out. My mom gave it to everybody for Christmas or something like that. They pick books that like everybody's read. So anyway, my neighbor next door, she's in like 3 book clubs. So. And then Laura and I are in a book club of 2. And our book was Ice Alien Barbarians. And neither one of us finished it. We had 1 book to finish all this summer. She didn't even get done with chapter 1, I don't think. But the last day at the pool, I was talking to my new neighbor over here in the corner because she loves to read and her boyfriend loves to read. And I said, I've been wanting to do this book club where we all just like meet at the pool and we talk about like what we're reading. Like, it's not like we all read the same book. Like, you just share what, and if we want to trade books, we can trade books. She's like, oh, I love that idea. So next year at the beginning of the summer, I'm going to I'm going to introduce her to doing that. Because she's all about, she goes to the pool like more than I do. They're not even moved in yet, and she was at the pool like so much this summer, her and her boyfriend. So I love her so much, and so she and I are going to start that book club. Laura can join too, but she's gonna bring all her Pierce Brown books because that's all she reads. Well, no, she likes to read the same stuff Tanya does. Those Sarah J. Maas books and those fantasy books, and she read all of the Game of Thrones books and all that kind of stuff. Laura reads the big books. She reads those. I mean, like the Pierce Brown ones aren't that big, but Laura, like, she'll be sitting in the yard and she'll have this book, and it's like, looks like it's 3,000 pages or something. I can't do all that. But anyway, all right, I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to brush my teeth and wash my face real quick. I might change my shirt. I might change my whole outfit. I don't know, get kind of comfy for the movie theater. And then, I was going to maybe just cut this short and be like, this is going to be a real short vlog today, but I think I won't. And when I come back, I will let you guys know how the movie was. And so I will be back. It won't be 2 and 2. It'll be 2 hours and 2 hours. I'll be back in just a bit. Bye. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. It sounds like the ducks or the geese are back or something. They're quacking over there. Did you hear that? Wah, 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 wah. I'm back, and it is the dying of the light, as the poem says. I just took... What? Oh, well, that's a car. Oh, no, that's like a bike / motor. There's a lot going on in this street right now. And I'm kind of a nervous wreck because we just saw the Conjuring movie. Anyway, we got back about 15 or 20 minutes ago, took the dogs out, and did all their business. Now they're hanging out with Alex inside. And I am back to finish the vlog. And I'm just like, now I'm thinking, I'm wondering if I should check and see. I need to go out of here really quick and check and see if I deleted the first part of the vlog, because that's going to make all the difference. Oh, now I'm really nervous because, see, I don't think. Like, when I sit down and I just, like, I delete everything that's been on here before. Okay, let me go out really quick and see. Hold on a second. Whew. Okay, so I did not delete, which you guys already know. I did not delete the previous part of the vlog. Thank God. I was so worried about that. I was like, I think I sat out here for, like, I don't know, 27 or 28 minutes. and filmed before we left to go to the movies, and I was like, if I deleted all of that, then because I'm starting to get tired, y'all. Listen, I'm getting tired. We went to the movie. We had such a great time. I'll tell you guys about that in just a second, but once the dogs, if I go inside and they're settled down and they're relaxed, then I'm going to take a nap and hang out with the dogs and Alex, and then when I get up, I'm going to watch. I'm very, very excited about tonight. Well, I'm not really that excited. I'm excited. I love finale shows of anything, and tonight is the finale of Big Brother. I'm excited to watch it. I mean, I like the last show of anything. I actually did not know this was the last Conjuring movie. I don't know how I didn't know that. I feel like maybe I did know that. And we were on the way there. Alex said, he goes, this is the last Conjuring movie. And I go, it is? And he was like, yeah. There's like something over here that's making noise. I haven't seen any geese or ducks when I walk. But there's apparently like this huge bird migration, so I don't know. Like, I said this in my vlog not too long ago. I said, are like the ducks and the geese part of the bird migration? I mean, I'm sure that they are. Listen, I know that's probably a stupid question to a lot of people out there, but listen, there's at least one person out there that does not think that that's a stupid question. But anyway, so I knew that. Oh, this is so funny because I was vlogging. You're back again. Your wife's not with you this time.
Only good for one walk.
She's only good for one walk. Did you watch the game?
I watched the first half. I'm taping the second half.
Who's winning?
They were behind by 6.
Okay, who they playing?
Los Angeles.
Okay,
Good team.
now we know. So the first half of the vlog, he walked by with his wife, and we were talking about the Colts game. So this is the second half of the vlog. This is kind of funny, actually. But anyway, okay, so the Conjuring movie, I'll get to that in a second. I feel like I knew, because I had read about the movie, so I feel like I knew that it was the last Conjuring movie, but I didn't know that it was like the planned last Conjuring movie, if that makes sense. So anyway, it was really good. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to ruin it. I'm going to do a reaction on my movie channel. I'll probably do that tomorrow. So I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but I will tell you like some brief thoughts if you're thinking about watching it. But anyway, any kind of finale show that I like a season finale, a series finale, especially series finale if it's a finale, if it's a show that I've watched for a long time, I love a good series finale. Some of my favorite series finales, well, this is not a popular opinion, because I can remember when it happened, and it would have been after my mom passed away because I was living here when I watched it, the Lost finale. I loved the Lost finale. Lost is one of my favorite TV shows of life. I think it's so well done. But I loved the Lost finale. I just thought it was so true to the show, and I just thought it was such a spiritual, I don't know, the ending just, even though I don't know that I 100% understood it, but I think like it made a lot of sense. There's so many finales of shows. Oh, the Roseanne finale way back in the day. I loved it. The Mary Tyler Moore finale when they're like, going back and forth hugging. I love that one. The Wonder Years finale. Oh my God. Still to this day, if I watch it, it just like breaks my heart. There's so many finale shows of series that I like. Now, like when it comes to reality shows, I usually am like super excited about it. Like The Final Night of Survivor, Amazing Race. Big Brother, to be honest with you, I'm more excited about the past castmates coming back and seeing like their reception. Vince's girlfriend is supposed to show up, and so I want to see how that all goes down, because there's been a lot of rumors that because of his interactions with Morgan in the house, that supposedly like she left him, but we don't know if that's true or not. And then, I can't think of her name, Catherine and Riley. There's been a lot of stuff about that, and I think Riley's not coming to the reunion show or whatever. So I like the reunion part of it. It'll be fun to watch. It'll be, I mean, I've invested, 3 months of watching this show, so, but I'm really, like, I'll have fun watching it while I'm watching it, but I'm ready, like, I'll be happy when it's done. Like, it'll be fun to watch tonight, but I'll be happy when it's done. And then, I cannot believe the Sister Wives premiere is tonight. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited about the Sister Wives premiere. It feels like, like, For a long time on my Peter Watches TV channel, like, I don't really feel like I had a lot of direction over there. I just kind of like did whatever I wanted to do, like watch a show, throw it up. And I still do that over there. It's not like it has like any, you know, deep schedule. But when I started covering Sister Wives and I started watching Sister Wives, I mean, last season, season 19, I think it started in like September or October and it ended like in March or April. Like it went, you know what, actually it was on hiatus because it came back on Easter, which I think was like 420. I think Easter was like 420 last year. Am I right about this? I should look this up. This will be so weird if I remember this correctly. But I feel like it came back and then there was like 4 more episodes. Easter 2025. Oh wait, no, look up. I just looked up Easter 2026. Hold on. It was 420, and that was the return of Sister Wives. So I don't remember what, I mean, I could look it up, but I don't feel like doing it right now. But it was a really long season last year. So, where are you going?
Gotta get a walk.
You better get your walk in. I'm so proud of you. So that was Pool Crew Lady number 1. But when I do like the Sister Wives, so like I know that that's my Mondays, and I feel like 1,000 Pound Sisters is going to return any day. They kind of just like announce it and then it comes back. I know people think it's not coming back, but it's going to come back. I think that'll probably happen in the next month. And I still have Welcome to Plathville to finish. So that's like 3 shows. Like every Monday for like the next 5 months, I'll be doing like Sister Wives, you know, reactions. And then there's a lot of true crime coming out in October. So I've got written down like 6 documentaries that I want to watch. I'm not really that excited about watching the BTK Killer's Daughter, or My Father Was a BTK Killer, or whatever it's called. We read that book for True Crime Book Club. And it was probably one of the worst true crime books I've ever read. So it's written, the daughter wrote it. And it's not just because his daughter wrote it, and she has a very jaded perspective of the whole situation. It wasn't just because of that. If you read the book, I can't remember what the book is called. Like, Mel and I were texting about it the other day. And then Nikki and I were texting about it because we remember reading it. It's like 3/4 of the book takes place on this hiking trip that they did. It really had like, the book had very little to do. Like the beginning of it and the end of it is about like her dad being a serial killer. Because like the beginning of it, she and her husband are living in another town when like the news hits. And then at the end of it, it talks about that. But the middle of it is her like growing up with him. And it's not really like, I suspected this or I suspected that. It's like just her relationship with him, how much she loved him, and they went on this hiking trip. And I'll never forget reading that book. Oh my God, Mel and I would text each other like every day. Like, are they ever, I think it was like in the Rockies or something like that. And I was like, are they ever going to get out of the, wherever they were, the Appalachian Trail, the Rocky Mountains, or wherever they went? So I will watch that one. I'm excited about The Perfect Neighbor that's coming out on Netflix. But there's like 6 different true crime documentaries that are coming out that are supposed to be really good. By the way, here's my soda from the movie. So, I know, I'll put that up. That should be my thumbnail. I'll put that up. Where's the time? Where's the time? And then people will be like, is this his movie channel? No. There's a lot of people walking tonight. I don't know if I'm going to walk or not. Like, I really want to take a nap. So, maybe. We'll just see. Probably just we'll take a nap tonight. If I walk, I'll walk like after I get up from my nap, and it'll be later, and I'll just walk around the neighborhood. So yeah, so tonight, so like starting with Sister Wives again, like I feel like I have like, not that I don't, like I feel like I've kind of figured out in the last year since I started doing Sister Wives reactions, like what I like to do on my Peter Watches TV channel, and also just like I have, so last night I finished the Billionaire's Bunker, so I've got that to react to. I have Wayward to react to. I have not watched, oh, this is what else I want to watch. I was going to watch it last night, but I wanted to finish Billionaire's Bunker. I also have Life After Lockup. I've got like 3 episodes. Well, I've caught up on 3 episodes, and then this week's episodes, that's 4 episodes that I have to do a reaction to. I didn't take notes on it. I think I'm just going to kind of like go through the cast and say what I think about what's going on right now. I feel like it's about to end, Life After Lockup, because a lot of the storylines are coming to an end. Sometimes what they'll do is like halfway through a Life After Lockup, so if you're watching it, I don't want to ruin which ones, but like Like, 2 of the couples have broken up. One of the people is back in prison. One of the couples is divorced. And it all happened within Life After Lockup. I had popcorn stuck in my mouth. Do you remember when I was on, like, the first half of the vlog? I think I said something about, like, watch, I'll come back. Because I said I wasn't really, like, that hungry. And I said, watch, I'll come back. I'll be like, oh my God, I'm so full. I literally ate. We were on the way there. Anyway, about Life After Lockup, because I'm not great about wrapping up my thoughts. Okay, so I still have to catch up on it, but I feel like it's coming to an end because, well, for 2 reasons. Number one, because a lot of storylines are ending, and sometimes when that happens, like early on a season, they'll replace it with another couple, but they're not doing that. So I feel like we're like an episode or 2 away from it ending, number one. Number two, I saw something online that said, with Life After Lockup coming to an end and the new season of Love After Lockup starting on January 30th. So it must be ending pretty soon, which is good because then I can catch up on the seasons that I'm behind on, because I think I'm still on season 2, like watching it back, like, you know, from the beginning that I was doing. So anyway, but when we were on the way to the movie theater, I said to Alex, I said, are you going to get popcorn? He goes, I don't know, maybe a small popcorn. I'm not really that hungry. And I said, are you going to get like a soda or are you going to get water? Back in the day, he used to always get water. Now he gets soda. And he goes, I don't know. He's like, if I get a soda, probably just a small soda. So we're standing in line to get our treats. I was kind of surprised today. Like, we always get to movies early. And, we didn't get there that early because Alex is like, do you want to sit through 300 movie previews? And he was like, they're always the same. I was like, I like sitting through the movie previews. But now before the movie previews, why am I saying preview? I'm saying it weird. Now before the previews, there's like 10 commercials. So we don't try to get there right on time. And you reserve your seats. And they're the recliner seats and stuff. We got there. I was kind of blown away because The Conjuring's been out. What, this is like the 2nd or 3rd week it's been out? It was packed. I mean, the front, like the back, where it's like, you know, the stadium seats, the floor was not packed. But we were in a smaller theater. We weren't in like one of the biggest theaters in there. And when we were getting our snacks and stuff like that, and halfway, so I went out to the, I went out once to put more butter on my popcorn. And then I went out once to refill. I was standing up. I go, I'm going to go get more. And Alex goes, I'll have a Coke. And he hands me his cup. So I went out twice. I kind of like, I don't know what it is. I think it's partly like back in the day when I used to go to the movie theater with my ex, my first boyfriend, like after I got sober and stuff. There was something about being in the movie theater late at night and like walking out the hallways. There's like this little gnat around me. And like walking around the hallways, like, have you heard me tell the story before? I loved those days. Tonight really reminded me of that. I mean, this is like 28 years ago, you know, 29 years ago. No, 28, 27 years ago. He and I would go to like the Sunday night movie at like 10 p.m. and there'd be like 2 people in the movie theater and we would go see some scary movie like I Know What You Did Last Summer or Urban Legend, you know, some scary horror movie like that. And I remember it would be so cold when we would like, I'm talking about in the wintertime, and we would go in there and I always snuck a bunch of candy in there. They don't really care you sneak candy in anymore. I still do. Brought my Nestle Crunches in there a little bits today. And today has not been a good health journey day. We'll just say that. I had grilled cheese and tomato soup. I had an entire medium-sized bag of popcorn with heavy butter and salt on it. And I had got them before for the Weapons movie. And I finished the Nestle Crunch candies that I had. So anyway, and I had, well, this is the second one. This is a Mr. Pibb. When I go to the movie theater, they have that like 1,000 drink thing. I either get like a vanilla root beer or I get, do you know what I'm talking about? The 1,000 drink thing, or I get a Mr. Pibb at the movie theater. I don't know why, I just like it. So anyway, when we were on our way there, I said, are you going to get like popcorn and whatever? He goes, yeah, maybe like a small popcorn. And then he goes, are you going to? I said, I kind of want like a medium bag so I can, because the small is like real small, and then like the butter leaks out and stuff. And these are big problems. And I said, but I want to put a lot of butter on it. I said, but I want to get a medium Coke. The large Coke for me is ridiculous because it's like, oh, you can refill it. Well, you can refill a small. Nobody's watching you, okay, out there. So anyway, so we go up to the counter and Alex goes, you go first. And I said, okay, I'll have a medium popcorn and a medium drink. And I looked at Alex and I go, okay. And I thought he was going to say like, oh, I'll just, you know, we don't usually ever share popcorn because he doesn't like salt and butter. Well, he likes salt, but he doesn't like butter on his at all, like at all. And I like heavy butter on mine. Sometimes I'll get caramel corn, and they have all kinds of corn out there, kettle corn and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so I looked at him and he goes, I'll have the number one. And so I like look up at the number one. The number one's a large bucket of popcorn, a large soda. And she goes, you can go pick out your candy and a candy. I look at him and I go, I thought you were so full from lunch. And he goes, well, we're at the movies. When are we going to be at the movies? I go, probably next weekend, because we're trying to go to the movies a lot, you know. He just started laughing. It was so fun. There's just something about being at the movie theater. I don't know, like, recently when we've been back to the movie theater, like, I feel like each time we go, there's more and more people there. Honest to God, knowing the Colts game was on today, I thought the movie theater would be empty. It wasn't. Like, every seat, stadium seat, like, we were in the front row. Like, not front row. We were, like, you know, like, where it goes up like that. We were, like, in the first one of the stadium seats. And, like, every row behind us was complete, like, every seat was taken. I was kind of surprised. And there were, like, a lot, like, when I went out to go get, like, the refills and the Cokes, and I went into the bathroom, there were, like, a lot of people there arriving for some, whatever movie was there. So, I don't know, maybe people are going back to the movie theater. I love the movie theater. Oh, this is the story I was telling with my ex and I. I don't know why this is, like, you think back on, like, it had nothing to do with my ex, no offense if he's watching this video, which I know he's not. I can tell you, I'm sure. Well, I mean, we're completely civil. I haven't talked to him in years, but this is my first ex. He lives in South Florida. But sure he has no desire to watch any of my videos and reminisce about the good old times. But, I don't know why this is a fond, like, it's such a fond memory to me, but it has absolutely nothing to do with him. It was just something about, like, that period of my life, and I can remember, like, I was a couple years sober, and, you know, when you've been sober for a while, like, Tanya and I still get like this about stuff today. Like, we'll get real, my mom was like this, too. I feel like I know a lot of sober people that, I don't just think this is a sobriety thing, but I think I noticed it in sobriety with myself, was where you get real excited about simple things that you haven't paid attention to in a really long time, you know? And I can remember, so he and I didn't work Mondays. My ex and I, my other ex, he and I didn't work Mondays either. So we were off Sundays and Mondays. So we would go to a movie on Sunday nights, and my ex and I, we didn't so much, but my first ex and I. So we would go to a movie on Sunday nights, and it would be like the 10:15 showing of some horror movie, right? And I remember it'd be so cold when we walked in there, and we would, like, I'd have, like, my pocket stuffed with candy and all this stuff, right? And it'd be, like, us and, like, 2 other people in the whole theater. And then when we would leave, it would be, like, 12:30 or something, right? And before we walked in, it would be dry, but we would come out, and there would be, like, I've shared this so many times. It's just such a fond memory. We would come out, and there would be, like, 1.5 inches of snow. And I can remember, like, standing, like, as soon as I came out, like, standing there and, like, walking outside and, like, lighting a cigarette, like, just standing out there in the cold. And it was just, like, the best cigarette ever. Standing out there in the cold with, like, the parking lot is empty. It's, like, 3 cars, you know, and the one person that works in the, there's just something very kind of, like, this is going to sound so corny, but, like, suburbia, desolate, cold, I don't know, there's something about it that just I loved so much. That also kind of reminds me of early sobriety a little bit. And then I remember we would go home, you know, and we would, like, light these candles and stuff, and then he'd be like, do you want to watch another movie? And we would, like, you know, get on cable, and we would find, like, some scary movie that was out. We would, like, watch, you know, like, some other scary movie that, you know, we would watch another scary movie or whatever, and we would stay up till, like, 3 o'clock in the morning with, like, candles lit, and, you know, drinking coffee or fountain pops that we had brought back from the theater. I just remember those nights, you know, or he would go to bed, and I'd be like, I'm gonna watch another movie, and he'd be like, okay. And so tonight, when we were watching The Conjuring, I was, like, so excited to come home and, like, you know, hang out with the dogs and Alex and then get up tonight and, like, watch TV. I was like, I want to watch a horror movie tonight. I've got Big Brother, well, Sister Wives and Big Brother is my horror movie. But I was like, maybe I'll watch another horror movie tonight, you know? So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will. I want to watch Cobweb on Netflix. And then what's the one I keep on mentioning? It's the series that I said I've never seen before, where they go in the woods. It's like supposedly, like, I screenshot it. Hold on. Supposedly, like, one of the scariest. Oh my god. You know that coffee mug that I love, that I got at Sullivan's? That has, like, the flowers and stuff in it? And I was looking to see if they had any fall ones. So it's Corksicle and Rifle Paper Company. You guys, look. They have a Halloween one. I'm ordering it tonight. It says grab yours before it's gone. Okay. The Man with the Black Umbrella. Oh my god, I've got a couple videos to make on my drama channel this week that are not going to be beauty drama. I'm just going to tell you right now. I have Sister Wives. I have the Yogurt Shop Murders update. I got an Amy Bradley update. Somebody sent this to me. Well, no, I'm going to announce it on my Christmas one. I don't want to talk about that right now. Why do I have this on here? My vlog from the other day. Okay. I guess I can delete these. Hold on. I literally, like, my phone is like screenshots of shows I'm watching. Love After Lockup. Wayward. I can delete that. Okay, Wayward I finished. What's the horror movie that I was watching? Somebody said, oh, Night of the Reaper. This is a new one that just came out on Shudder. I think I might, that one's about a babysitter. It looks good. Kind of. It looks a little corny. But what's the one that I said I wanted to watch, and then somebody last night was like, Peter, I can't believe you've never seen this movie. Hey, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
I looked up and saw you waving at me. It's good to see you guys. The Evil Dead. I have never seen The Evil Dead. I know, I can't believe it either. But, you can watch it on, like, all these different streaming apps. Ashley Williams, his girlfriend, 3 pals hike into the woods to a cabin for... You know, I probably have seen this, The Evil Dead, and I just don't remember it. My friends, when I was growing up... I mean, we, in high school, we watched, like, every horror movie in the entire world. I'm sure I've seen it, and I just do not remember it. Is it the one where she's, like, reaching out from the ground? Is that the cover of it? It didn't show it on the picture, but I feel like that's the cover of it. So anyway, the movie theater was really fun. It was like... Alex was laughing at me. Well, first of all, we sit down, and there's, like, these, like, 2 couples sitting next to us. And they were really sweet. They were, like, older than me. And, like, the woman looked up at Alex, and she's like, oh, you smell so good. And he's like, well, I don't have anything cologne. He's like, it must be him. And she was like, oh, you smell so... I was like, thank you. Only time that I ever, to, like, something casual, wear Creed out. And I was like, oh, thank you. And they were really sweet. But then... they, like, talked through the whole movie. Like, that is, like, Alex's biggest pet peeve. Like, every time I looked at him, he was like this. I was like, babe, they're not even being that loud. And before that, like, it was when the previews were going. Everybody talks during the previews. And Alex is like... So, anyway. But I'm bad. If I sit next to somebody, Tawny Jean and I at our movie theater, we're bad. Like, that's why we can't be going to movie theaters where there's a lot of people, because we talk so much. So... the girl's name. So, okay, so The Conjuring, here's the story. It's the last one. So it starts with, so you guys know the story behind the Conjuring movies. It's Ed and Lorraine Warren, who were like real people that I think she lived to be like, they say at the end, like he was like in his 70s and she lived to be like 90 something. So they were like the very first, like, not very first, but they were like the well-known, it says at the end of it, like they brought paranormal research into the mainstream and stuff like that. They did like, the original, all the movies are based on them. So anyway, all those like the Annabelle movies and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, it starts off and it's about, they're like doing this, I'm trying to think about it because I don't want to ruin it too much. Because I would really recommend it. I thought it was good. I thought it was probably one of the better ones of the franchise. I don't think I've seen all of them. I think there might be 1 or 2. And no, that's not the series that I'm picking for October. But I think there might be 1 or 2 that I haven't seen. And then, but I could be wrong about that. I might have seen all of them. Alex loves the Conjuring movies, so I feel like we have seen all of them. Is there one? The one's about Amityville, right? Or am I just making that up in my head? Anyway, the Annabelle one's the worst, which Annabelle's a lot in this movie. Annabelle's the doll. So, the beginning of it is Lorraine Warren is pregnant. Who's this? Hold on a second. Lorraine Warren is pregnant and they're doing this ghost hunting thing. And then it's about their daughter, whose name is Judy. Well, you know I love the name Judy, right? So every time they would say like, Judy, what's going on? Or Judy, where are you? I would like under my breath say something like, oh, Judy. And Alex would just start laughing because he wasn't like, he knew I would do it, but like in that moment, like I would wait, you know, like the woman that plays Lorraine Warren, I can't remember what her name is, but I met her at Whorehound Weekend years ago when I went with Jason and Melissa. She was really, really sweet. She's been in a lot of horror movies. But anyway, she's like, through the whole movie, she's like, Judy. But it's how she says Judy. She's like, Judy, what is it? And then I wait. So this is what I would do. She'd go, Judy, what is it? Oh, Judy. Then Alex would just start laughing. Because he was so pissed that I was talking during the movie, but he just couldn't help it because it was so funny. I would just wait like a beat, right? And I'd go, oh, Judy. Or I'd be like real low under my breath. I'd go, what happened to Judy? It sounds like it was funny, but it wasn't. It was really good. I was kind of surprised. It takes a lot to really get me on like a horror movie these days. Like, not a lot of horror movies. I wouldn't say like I was terrified. It wasn't like, Nikki said there's a lot of jump scares in it. There were like a lot of jump scares, but like jump scares don't to me equal like a good horror movie, but it does make it fun, right? I thought this storyline was fantastic because it's really about, I almost kind of wonder if they're going to carry on with the Conjuring stories and make it about her daughter, because this one was so much about her daughter. I looked up the girl's name who played her daughter. I thought for a second it was the girl that plays, well, I can't think of her name, the sister in Bridgerton. The sister I really like. Her name starts with an E or something. Is that like Elaine or something? Anyway, the one that likes to read all the time. But anyway, I like that sister a lot in Bridgerton, but it's not her. So anyway, what is over there? Is it like a bird or something in our... Is it a chipmunk? Is it a... What is that? Something is like moving through the foliage over here, but it's not like small like a chipmunk. It's like bigger than that. And I'm like, what is that moving over there? It's like moving all the leaves around. Now it just stopped. Is it a ghost? Is it Lorraine? Is it Judy? Judy, what is it? Don't you think I should be in a horror movie? So anyway, oh my God, my dream would be for Ryan Murphy to cast me in American Horror Story. That has been my dream for years and years and years. It's not going to happen. But anyway, so it's kind of the story about, like, it's the very last investigation I think that they ever did. But then it coincides with, like, the growing up of Judy and their daughter Judy, and, like, it's the two stories back beside. But Judy plays a part in the last investigation. There's a reason why she's involved in it. Honestly, the parts that had to do with the haunting and stuff like that, so that was a short walk. My neighbor, she's back already. But, the parts that had to do with the haunting and stuff like that, I almost, like, at times was like, did they base the original Poltergeist movie? I mean, I know the original Poltergeist movie takes place in California, right? Like, but like, did they base that story on this? Because it's so, like, there's a lot about it. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's not necessarily, I wouldn't say, like, I know when I say that, people are, there's like a scene with a TV, but it's not like the little girl goes in the TV or anything like that. So I'm not jumping at that. It's a feeling. I cannot explain how it is. It's the feeling that I had watching it reminded me of watching, like, to me today when I watch Poltergeist, the original, there's parts of it that still scare me, but I've seen it so many times. I love that movie. I've seen it so many times that the second one with the old guy actually scares me more than the first one today. But there's, when you think about the first one with the first original Poltergeist, there's a lot of storylines that, like, okay, do you remember the puppet guy? I mean, that could very well have been, like, the Annabelle storyline. And then I was like, I need to look into this to see if the original Poltergeist was based after this couple, because it's this big family that lives in Pittsburgh, and it's based on a true story about this family that it happened to them. And at the end of it, it says that, like, you know, what's happened to them and all this kind of stuff. It was good. It was really, really well done. I would highly recommend it. Especially if you like horror movies. And I will tell you this about it. Like, if you've never seen one of the Conjuring movies before, I will say this too, and I don't want this to ruin anything for anybody, but like one of my I forgot one of my favorite finales ever when I was talking about finales. I should go like this: the grand finale, and that'll be my people think I'm ending the vlog today as if. But one of my favorite finales of life is Glee. And you know, in the finale of Glee, they bring back, like, everybody from, like, all the seasons. Like, they all make, oh my god, when they, like, walk down, the two girls walk down from the top, I, like, just start bawling. I could watch that right now, that finale, and start crying my eyes out. Okay, well, at the end of the movie, there's, like, the camera stopped. At the end of the movie, they do, like, cameo appearances of, like, everybody that's been in the Conjuring franchises through the years. And they do end it conclusively, I will say that. Like, they do it in a really cool way that I've never seen them do in a movie before. Like, they don't just, like, flash up on the screen, like, it's over and, like, Lorraine and Ed Warren, like, never investigated again. They don't, they do put words up at the end, but it's not just about that. Like, they do something really cool to, like, end the franchise. It's really cool how they do it at the end. It's very simple. Like, it's not like any, I mean, if you're waiting for it, you'll be like, where is this really cool thing? It's very simple. It's just, I liked how they did it. I don't know that I have watched another series of movies or TV shows where they've kind of, like, done it like that before. I thought it was a beautiful ending. I thought it was really well done. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. I mean, do I think it was, like, one of the best movies I've ever seen? No. Oh, this is what I was going to say. If you haven't seen any of the other Conjuring movies, I wouldn't necessarily say you have to see them to understand this. Like, you could go into this movie and not have seen any of the other Conjuring movies. Now, I will tell you, there's, like, parts in the movie that might not make sense to you if other people are, but they're little moments. Like, Judy, the daughter, like, when they're at this house, this girl's playing with this doll, and she goes, and you can tell, like, you know, because Judy's been, like, haunted by Annabelle and stuff like that, who was, like, the doll that the whole movie's about. If you guys don't know, there's a whole movie about Annabelle, the doll, anyway, the haunting of Annabelle. So there's a scene in the movie when the one daughter, oh, there's my friend with the lemon, she's talking on her phone, when she's talking to the daughter, and the daughter says to her, oh, do you like to play with dolls, or do you like dolls too? And she's like, no. Like, that, it's real funny, and, like, the whole audience laughed. Well, everybody that understood, like, the Annabelle reference. But I would say there's only, like, 3 or 4 scenes like that in the movie. Like, if you didn't know the previous movies, it wouldn't ruin it for you. But anyway, it was fun. It was fun to go to a movie today. So, yeah. We're going to keep on, I need to look into the passes that you can get to the different movie theaters and stuff like that. Because I know you can get, like, not the fast pass. We don't need that. People are bringing in these plastic buckets. Is that part of, like, the A+ group or something like that? Where you just, like, say, here's $2, fill up my bucket. Like, I want to be that person. But we couldn't do it because Alex and I don't share popcorn. So, the movie theater, it's so expensive. We went during the middle of the day, and our tickets were $15 each during the middle of the day. We went at 4:05. And, yeah, I think that's how much they cost me, like $35. And then our treats were $45. Who has... That is a $75 movie, ma'am. Okay? Like, that is expensive. But I do love going to the movie. There is something so different about it. I can't even explain it. Like, today, I was like... Alex and I had a couple times in our life have done, like, double features. Where it'll just be like, you pick one, I'll pick the other. And then we'll just go and see movies back to back. Or we'll go see one, go to eat somewhere, and then we'll come back and see the second one. And those are some of, like, you talk about, like, memories. Those are some of my best memories of Alex and I being together. Is watching those movies. When we did, back in the day when we were trying to save money and pay off debt and stuff like that, we would go to Walmart and we would buy, because it was cheaper than going to the movie theater, we would buy, like, this was before the Redbox and stuff like that. We would buy, like, DVDs of, like, not the newest movies, but we would buy, like, $9.99 DVDs and come back here. And then I remember Walmart they probably still have them. Those buckets of popcorn. I mean, I think several brands have them now, but back then there was only, like, one brand. And you put it in the microwave. It was like you had, like, movie popcorn in a bucket, but, like, at home we get candy and stuff like that. The whole night would cost us, like, $25 or something like that. We'd get Totino's pizza. The dogs would lay upstairs in bed. We'd have the window open in the bedroom upstairs. It was so nice. Those were fun nights. But yeah, we used to do, like, a lot of double features too. So if I would have looked at Alex today and been like, let's go see another movie, he'd be like, all right, let's do it. Let's go see another movie. But when we get home and check on the dogs and stuff like that, they were totally fine. They were asleep when we came home. So, but anyway, yeah, it's been a really, really good day. It's been a really good, I was going to say Cousin Funday. It's been a really good Sunday fun day. What did you guys do? Put it in the comment section below. I know this is a little shorter than usual, but I'm going to get off here now. Go check on them. And I'm actually, you know what's interesting is, I'm still kind of like sitting out here. Well, I'm going to see what the temperature is. There's a little breeze. I hardly get any breeze sitting up here on the front porch, but I can kind of feel a little bit of a breeze, but it's still so hot. Just, seriously, it's 84 degrees and it says sunny outside. It's not. The sun is going down. Like, people's lights are on and stuff like that. It's not sunny outside, but what is tomorrow going to be? It's supposed to be 88 or something tomorrow. Alex said it was almost supposed to be 90 tomorrow. 89! Hell's bells! Anyway, I'm going to go check on Alex and the dogs and see what's going on with them. And I'm going to start getting my vlog up and getting ready for my night. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys. And I hope that you're getting refreshed, renewed, rejuvenated, and relaxed for the week ahead. Let me know what you guys have planned. Let me know what you did today for I was gonna say, I'm gonna send it again, Cousin Funday. Let me know what you did. Oh, Caroline's back from her, oh, my people are back. Caroline's back from her girls trip, and Jean's back from her Florida trip. All my people are back. Anyway, let me know what you did today for Sunday, if you just relax. I'm gonna read tonight too. That's another big plan of mine tonight, is to read. And then also let me know what you guys are doing this week. And yeah, so I love you guys, and we're gonna have a good week. It's gonna be a great week. Got lots of videos planned for my other channels this week, and I'm real excited about that. I'm actually, while I am rendering this, I'm gonna make my list for tomorrow. So now you know on my TV channel tomorrow, it's a Sister Wives reaction. Cannot wait. Anyway, and also probably my movie channel will be a movie reaction to The Conjuring. So if you guys want to hear more about that, you can go check out those. How fun that's my day tomorrow. Doing a reaction to Sister Wives, which I have no clue. I mean, I watched the trailer, but I have no clue what's going to be in the show tonight. Doing a reaction to Sister Wives and doing a reaction to The Conjuring. And then doing a drama video. And maybe I'll do beauty drama tomorrow, but I have like 4 different topics. I got a Sister Wives topic. I've got true crime updates. I got all kinds of stuff to do over there. So we'll see. Anyway, it's going to be a good week. Oh my God, it's the end of September and it's the beginning of October this week. Spooky month starts on Wednesday. Spooky month is here. I cannot believe it. Anyway, all right. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.